Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The other day when I was doing the video on Swiss Army knives, I made a comment about multi-tools. I don't have a lot of multi-tools. Very seldom do I use one when I'm in the field unless I'm cooking or something like that. But I'll go over the three that I've got. I've got two Gerbers and a Leatherman. The Leatherman is a sidekick. The two Gerbers, I don't even know if they even have a name on them. One of them is the one that my father used. I found it when he passed away and was going through all of his stuff. And I've never seen another one like it. So maybe somebody out there can give me information on it. And as far as when it was made and all that kind of stuff. But let's get around here and get into it. These are the three that I've got. This was the one that was my father's, and we'll go over it last. And then these are my two. This Gerber was actually the first multi-tool I got, and I used it quite a bit at work when I first got it. There was a few things that I liked about it, and a thing that I didn't like about it. The one thing that I did not like about it, this one is not spring-loaded. So you actually have to take your fingers, hold it to open it, and close it when you're using it. The things that I do like about this one is the fact that you can open it one-handed, and they do lock when you open them. You got two push buttons there on each side that you have to push in to release it. And then the other thing that I like is all of the tools, when you open them, they lock. These little pieces here lock and hold them in place. They don't accidentally close up on you. This one here has got a file, smooth and coarse on it. It has, oh, if I can get everything out here, small screwdriver with a bottle opener. It has a really small flathead screwdriver. Has a can opener. Has a set of scissors on it that are actually Fisker's scissors. And they work really, really well. This was the one I was talking about when I made the comment about the scissors won't really be missed. And if I need them, I've got them on my multi-tool. And then on the other side, it's got a blade that's partially serrated. It actually has a full Phillips bit on it. And then this is interesting. It has this little contraption. That is actually a jigsaw blade. And you can flip that out and take a jigsaw blade out of it. And then any standard jigsaw blade will fit right back in there and lock into place. So I thought that was interesting. So depends on what you're going to be doing. You can put a fine tooth for metal, you can put a coarser one for wood, whatever in it. And those are the two things that I like, the locking tools and the one-hand opening. But as you can see, it's not spring-loaded, so you have to be able to keep a finger in between them to get them open and closed. Now, the sidekick, this is the one I carry at work, and I'll go over why I carry this one at work. It's just a little handier. One, it's a whole lot smaller. It's about the same width, but it's shorter and fits in the pocket a whole lot easier. This one also has a nice pocket clip on it. Now, this one opens up like a butterfly knife and comes around, and this one's spring-loaded. And that's part of the reason I carry this one at work, because when you're doing things one-handed, this is a whole lot easier to deal with. This one has nowhere near the tools in it that the Gerber does. It has a large flathead, this very slim, flat Phillips bit on that side. Then on the other side, it has a small serrated blade. It has a file with a small screwdriver at the tip, and then this side's marked off for measurements. I don't know what you would use something that small to measure, but hey. And then it has, get that down in there so I can get to it, a can opener on it. It doesn't have a bottle opener, it just got a can opener. Then it has this little lanyard ring that folds out if you want it. This one has two blades on the outside that open from the outside. Has a regular blade on one side and a saw blade on the other. Now both of these, if you can see it right here on both sides, have a tab that when you open them up, they lock in place. And then you have to push that in like a liner lock to close them. Now, this is the oddball. I have no idea when my father got this or how long he had it, but I do know he carried it with him on most days. This one opens again like a butterfly knife and comes around. There is no spring in it, but the handles are opened up a whole lot farther than the other one. And this one is a whole lot longer than either one of the other two. And this one actually has quite a few tools in it. It has a regular knife blade. It has a very good awl. It has a small screwdriver with a can opener. Has a lanyard loop. And then I don't know if I can get this one open or not. Then it has a little bitty short flathead screwdriver. And then on the other side, it has a file with coarse and fine. It has a pretty decent little Phillips. And then it has, if I can get it out, this is the reason why I never use this one too. If you can see it, a real small bottle opener and another little screwdriver. The one thing with this one that I found interesting is the tools back here at the back on each side. These are hex. So you can take a nut driver and loosen them up to adjust the tension on the tools. And then this one is marked off all the way across with measurements. So when it comes to that part, this is actually the better one of the bunch. Going by this, it's 9 inches across from end to end. This one comes with this leather sheath. As you can tell, it's got a lot of wear on it where he carried it. This one came with a standard Gerber nylon sheath. I don't use it. I've actually pitched it. I don't even know where it's at now. And then the Leatherman doesn't come with a sheath at all. But those, whoa, knock my tripod over, that wouldn't be good. Those are the only 3 multi-tools that I have. The 2 I use, the other one I don't do anything with it, just because the fact it was my father's and the tools are so hard to get out of it. But If you know anything about that one, as far as maybe when it was made or anything, it would be nice to know. And other than that, hope y'all found it interesting. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll get another one up for you soon. Y'all have a good night.